Maybe? Okay. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for dealing with my struggles. It has been an interesting day, but I'm so freaking excited for you guys to hear from Mariah. She is the biggest like boss babe you will ever meet in your entire life. She's constantly doing things to help other people. She's just like the sweetest person on earth, is all like so good at literally all aspects of the business, promoted to double diamond in 8 months of joining. So craziness. And she's going triple like tomorrow. So it's super fun. So Mariah, just share your story. Like I told you, whatever's on your heart, whatever you want to share, you have full free reign, girlfriend. I think I muted you.
Perfect. Yes.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, first off, thank you so much for inviting me on. I absolutely love speaking. It's like one of my love languages is sharing. So I'm so happy to be here with you guys. So like she said, my name is Mariah. I've been in the business now 16 months. I joined as a newlywed and I was so broke and broken. I grew up in extreme poverty and all we knew was lack and need. And so I got married and I married someone who was supposed to be white collar. He was going to be a pilot. And I was like, oh my gosh, my life is going to change. And, you know, we got married and he was finishing school. So I had to work. I had to bring in all the money. And I was commuting 3 hours a day. I was working all the time. I was so stressed. And that's kind of where this business found me. And I was like, you know what? Why do I need a man to take me somewhere different? Why can't I make the change? Why can't I rewrite my stars myself? And so I saw this business and I saw the opportunity and I jumped in completely blind, knowing nothing, and I just ran. I was the definition of ignorance on fire. If you've heard my story, I say this all the time. Like, it was bad enough that I was selling Thermophyte X, or Thermophyte, not X, we weren't X back then, but Thermophyte, telling people it was coffee because I literally didn't know, because I was just selling everything. Like, I was so focused. And I did have a really quick journey up to double. So I went Ruby my first 30 days. I went Emerald in month 2. I went Diamond in month 6, and then double in month 8. And here we are, month 16, pushing triple, and we are in crazy close. I'm so excited about this month. So that's a little bit of my story. And so I'm really excited to hop on here with you guys and tell you the thing that you've been looking for, that secret sauce of how to promote quickly, guys. Are you ready for it? It's that there is none. There's no secret sauce. There's no thing that your leader or top leaders are holding back from you. There's no secret to being successful. There's no secret to being successful quickly, guys. We do the same thing that you are told to do every day. The only difference is we do it with consistency, with a discipline and an excess. But we're not doing anything different. We're not saying anything different. My daily steps look just like yours. I post, I grow my network, you know, I interact, I'm messaging, I'm doing personal development. Literally the exact same thing you are doing. The difference is I do it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times in one day. I just do it and I do it and I do it and I do it consistently. And I've talked about this a lot lately, so it kind of falls really well into all of this with consistency. You're going to hear me talk this whole time about consistency, because the thing is, and the truth of the matter is, if you want to promote, if you want to go with this business, you've got to learn consistency. And guess what? You already know how, because you are disciplined. You were disciplined for 12 years. You went to school every single day for 12 years. You graduated high school. Like, you went to school. You know how to be disciplined. Congratulations. Now we've just got to take that and translate it into this business. And that's going to be the thing that launches you guys. When you take a day off from your daily steps, whatever those are, whether it's posting, you know, if you take a day off of posting, you take a day off of messaging, you take a day off of growing your network, it takes 3 days to get that momentum back. So every time you stop, you are handicapping yourself by 3 days. So if you're wanting to promote this month, how many days are you taking away by taking a break, by stopping, by not being consistent? Guys, that's the secret. That is the thing you've been looking for, is that you just have to be consistent. You're doing the right things. And so I tell my team this all the time, but massive action brings about massive results. So if you feel stuck, because guys, I've been there. I went double in 8 months. 8 months later, I'm still double. Okay, I get the feeling of like what happened. I was promoting, everything was going fast, and all of a sudden it stopped and I hit a standstill. Like, what is this? I know how it feels to feel stuck, to feel like you hit a rank and then like maybe this is all I was cut out for. Maybe I'm not cut out for more. Maybe I'm a one-hit wonder. I know how that feels. I know how it feels to be stuck, to be in a rut, to not want to do it, to feel like just down about all of it. And every time I just pull it right back to that one statement. Massive action creates massive results. And in turn, action creates confidence, where inaction creates fear and doubt. So for those of you who have been here for a minute or new, because guys, newbies feel that too. I get it. I joined and I took off. In my first 4 days, I joined the end of July. My first 4 or 5 days there at the end of the July, I brought in over 500 in volume by myself. My first week of August, I didn't sign any customers. I was like, Lord Jesus, what have I done? I joined a company I thought I could do, and then now there's no customers. What have I done? I've made a mistake. So newbies feel that too. Whether you're new or you're old, you hit those things. The quickest, the easiest way to get out of that struggle, to get out of that drought, to get out of that slump is just do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do something. There's no difference between you and a top enroller. We all do the same thing every day, the same steps. So when you feel slumped, when you feel stuck, find your daily 6 list, reach out to your upline and be like, girl, give me something to do, and then do it. Guys, you're not always gonna want to. Lord Jesus, if we all wanted to work our business, we'd be Ambassador Diamond now. If every day we just woke up like, I want to work today. But that's not how it's going to be. I don't care if you're brand new or have been in for 12 years. You're not going to wake up every day and want to work your business. But if you want to be successful, you work it anyway. You do it anyway. Even if it's just going through the motions, you do it anyway. Because in the doing it anyway, in the consistency, in the showing up, regardless of how you feel, that's where success lies. That's where growth is. You are going to grow through the process. You're going to learn discipline, and you're going to continue to show up. And when you show up, you're inspiring people to show up. I've got girls on my team promoting and pushing through periods where I felt like I was failing. As a leader, as a business owner, as everything. I felt like I was failing. I didn't want to do anything. I was depressed and I just wanted to sleep all day. But I had girls who were promoting, who were doing things because I showed up anyway. Because I was putting my foot forward that, you know what? I'm going to host this power hour anyway. Even though I was in bed all day and I don't want to do it. I did it anyway. And doing it anyway, again and again, and doing it when you do feel like it. Today, guys, I've been on fire. Today, I was feeling it. I woke up and I was like, I want to work my business. I want to run the house today. And you know what? Here we are. I've had a great day. I've signed several customers today. It's been a great day. But I worked the same today as I did yesterday when I didn't feel like working it. And guys, like I said, I'm going to bring it all back to that. But that's the secret. The secret is doing it anyway, showing up anyway, putting the effort in anyway. Motivation's amazing. Momentum seasons are amazing. For those of you who are new and haven't gone through a conference momentum, Lord Jesus, bless your soul because you are not ready. It's insane. It's promotions left and right. It's incredible. But even when it's not that, you can still work the same because it all comes down to a choice and it all comes down to discipline and consistency. That's what's going to define the people in this business who are successful and the people in this business who fail and quit, is whether or not you're willing to be consistent when you don't feel like it, whether or not you're willing to show up when you don't feel like it. That's what's going to determine it. If you're growing your potentials, if you're doing your daily steps, your business is growing. And I think we got to reevaluate a lot of times what success really means. We get so caught up in an environment and a society where success comes with a label and a title. Well, I'll be successful at Diamond. Well, I'll be successful at Triple when I'm VIP. Or I'll be successful at Ambassador at the top of the company. But honey, if you do more today than you did yesterday, guess what? You're successful. And that's a win. Like, that's something to celebrate. You grew. You are on your way to the top. Because if you're not improving each day, you'll never make it to the top. It's a process. It's a growth. The people at the top didn't wake up, join the business, and then wake up and be like, oh, cool. eSuite says ambassador. That's awesome. They had to grow. They went through the same thing you're feeling, the same struggles you're facing. But guess what? We're going back to it. They were consistent anyway. They did it anyway. And that's like now, there's so many top leaders out there. You know, like I know we all know with Stephanie Dunn going through right now with her health stuff. And I guarantee you, she does not want to work her business every day. But I also guarantee you, she would not be number one in the company if she didn't do it anyway. We just have to do it anyway. And don't think that you have to be in for a while before you can do things massively. I think I get this a lot, and it was a thing with our team for a little while of being scared to scare newbies. Guys, it's okay. It's okay if they just joined and you're telling them to go out and do something. Like, that's okay. We want to build a team of leaders. We want to build teams of people who are going out and expanding their own businesses, and we can't do that if we're playing scary. When I joined, I did the same thing to go Ruby that I'm doing now. My first month in, guys, I was getting up at least 10 host to post a day. My first month. How many Rubies out there that are pushing Rubies, newbies, we're telling to get 10 host to post up a day? We're not. We're scared to scare them. But when we can switch from being and working from a position of fear, a position of need, a position of desperation, like, I can't scare this girl off. I need a $400 here. I definitely got to build here. I can't accidentally lose her. But instead, we give them real raw, this is what it's going to take. Like, you want to go Ruby? Then go get some action. Because if you sugarcoat it, if you're telling them, oh, it's okay, we'll do this and we'll do that, and they don't hit Ruby, well, no duh, because you were telling them, it's okay, we can do one host to post a day and you'll be fine. They're not going to be fine, okay? They're not going to go Ruby with one host to post a day. I'm sorry, I'm going to pop that bubble. It's not happening. We got to be real, and it's okay to, like, put it out there with people. And for those of you on here who are new, like, don't think that just because I've been in for a while and I can say these things, I've been doing these things, don't think that you have to wait. Like, I get it. I was new once. We were all new once. We all started at start. Don't think you got to wait for, to have a bigger audience on Facebook, or you've got to wait until your audience gets to know you better, or you post more. Like, just go out and do the thing. And so I know Courtney asked me to share a few scripts if I had some. And so I don't message at all in this business, like, for anything. Randomly, I'll message on Instagram, but I'm not very good at Instagram, so we are learning. But sorry, someone got muted and I got squirrel brain like a mug. But so let me find my scripts. The only thing, I don't message for host to post, but host to post is my bread and butter. Host to post is how I sign 90% of my customers and like 80 to 90% of my distributors. And so, like I said, I don't message for host to post. And I love talking about this because it's not very typical. Typically, you message a butt ton of people to get your host to post up. And guys, I don't got time for that. Truth be told, I don't like doing things that are tedious and not fun. I'm super red personality, but at the same time, I don't like doing things that are boring. And host to post was boring to me. I didn't want to send out 3 million messages hoping like 5 people will respond. I ain't got time. And so I know the reward from host to post. I mean, guys, if you're not doing host to post, if you're one of those people that says host to post doesn't work, honey, it works. You're just not doing enough of it. Like, cut the cheese. Like, you're just not doing it enough because it works. It works. There's no way around that. Okay. But so I know host to post works, and I was like, okay, so how can I get up a bunch of host to post without having to message? Because I don't want to do that thing. And so 4 months ago, I started doing this, and it's worked miraculously. But so I post, our team does a giveaway, and I know a lot of teams do, so I'm not sure if Courtney, you guys do a giveaway or not, but we do $300 cash every month. So
we're doing $500 this month. So
heck yeah, perfect with Christmas coming up. But so exactly, okay, so you guys are doing a cash giveaway, so you're going to connect really well with all I'm saying. So I post about the giveaway 1 time a week, super simple. And anyone who comments, I send this. Very basic. It just says, hey girl, thank you so much for commenting on my $300 cash giveaway post. So all you have to do to be entered is copy and paste a simple status to your wall for me that I send you about our products, not spammy, are you in? 90% of the time people say they're in, because why the freak not? If I can post something on my page and have a chance to win $300. So I'll have them post about ThermoFightX. I do all my host to post for ThermoFightX. And then when I am talking to people who comment, the first message I always send is asking them how much they're looking to lose. If they say 30 to 40 pounds or lower, I'm just going to recommend ThermoFightX. But anything over 40 pounds, I'm going straight to our triple threat, because they need more than just ThermoFightX to hit their goals. So this is the specific post I use. And I just send, it says, thank you so much. If you'll please post this and add a colorful background, don't tag me, just let me know when it's up. And the post itself says, hey, my friend Mariah is looking for 5 reviewers. If you could take 2 pills a day for 90 days and lose an average of 31 pounds, would you try it? And they post it with a colorful background. So the thing about doing something like this is it's going to be different every time someone posts it. So it helps with the whole Facebook algorithm locking down on us, because it's got different backgrounds. And it has 1 too many emojis for them to actually post it with a colored background. So if they are putting it with a background, they've got to edit it in some way, or they just post it with like no background, just on the white. So all the posts are different, so they're not getting flagged by the algorithm. So that's really good, because I know we all experienced a huge slowdown in host to post when they switched up the algorithm. Let's see if I can copy this. Okay, and so what I do, how I get up, I average between 400 and 700 host to post a month. I'm pretty consistent about keeping that many up a month. And the way I do it without messaging, so I post once a week, and then every 2 days. So 2 days after they post, I message them again, and I have them post a second time about our giveaway. This is specifically what I say. And by doing this, I'm now reaching their friends list. Their friends are wanting to win $300. And so when they comment, I have them post about ThermoFightX. And then in 2 days, I have them post about the giveaway. And so it's so organic. I have people coming to me to get entries versus me having to take time to go message a butt ton of people. And so it's been so much more beneficial for me doing it that way. I've been able to get up a lot more effectively. And then that transitions into the distributor side. So I don't host a post for distributors. I only do ThermoFightX. My focus on my page, like my personal timeline, is distributors. So if I'm doing that there, I've got to have somewhere that I'm bringing the customers in. So I keep my host to post for that. But I do a cash giveaway. You guys are doing a cash giveaway. So guess what? If they want entered into your giveaway, guess what they need? They need money. And chances are, if they need a giveaway to win $300 or $500, chances are they need that consistently. So you know what else they need? They need the business. They are literally asking for the business. They're telling you they need more money, that money is failing, that they need to provide. So what do we got to do? We got to take advantage of that. They clearly need the business. They want to know a cash giveaway. So every person that posts for me, I mention the business to them. And this is how I sign 90% of my distributors. And I average between 30 and 60 customers a month, and like 6 and 13 distributors a month. Even with $99 kits. So this system works, okay, guys? Like, I promise I'm coming with some facts. Like, it actually works. But so once they post for me, I will say, hey girl, I just wanted to say thank you. I typically message them the following month to do it. But I say, I just want to thank you again for putting that post up on your post up for me last month and helping me reach my goal. Have you ever considered working with me for some extra money? I think you'd be amazing. And what you did by posting for me is exactly what I do every day, except I get paid for it. Would you like me to send you some more information? Everyone wants more information. It's so simple. And that's what we're doing. At that point in time, they completely can understand what we're doing, because what we just did for them is what they're going to do to turn around and get their customers. And so that's a great transition. And I get so many people interested in the business and transition them to distributors from sending that. And like I said, we don't have to sugarcoat things for newbies. So that's a big thing that we're trying to transition into our team, is setting the bar of averaging 10 host to post a day for the month. And I think it's a great place to start out, even with newbies, because, you know, if you got 30 days in a month, we average 300 host to post. Guys, we're human. I'm human. I'm not going to be on top of it every day. I'm not going to get all my host to post up every day, but that's okay, because we're averaging here. So if I only get 2 host to post up today, I'm just going to make it up tomorrow and make it up the next day. And by doing that, you start training people to do massive. And the thing is once you hit that and you start with that, you don't know anything different. My first month, I signed like 20 to 30 customers, and I thought that was normal. My enroller was like, no, people like, I didn't even know what steps of success were. And so my enroller told me, she's like, no, people typically sign like 4 customers and 3 distributors. And I'm like, what? Like, what? And so my standard has never been that. My standard has always been greater, but that's because that's where I started. I didn't know any different. And so when we can start people with the intensity of like, you just go out and you do. You want this and you want it bad enough and you want it for these reasons, get clear on what they want and why they want it. And then just push them in the correct direction, in the massive direction, but in also running with them in their own pace. And scripts are great, okay? I love scripts because they just make it easier, and my brain does not like to think creatively sometimes, so I just like someone to be like, look, girl, this is what you say. Scripts are awesome. But don't put value in scripts because they don't matter. Like, my script is not going to be night and day compared to yours. We're all asking for the same things in the same ways, just a little different wording. Guys, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, no matter how many scripts you try. But at the same time, you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Like, the scripts are great, but at the end of the day, you got to be you, and you got to convey you. And it's okay to go off script, and it's okay to voice memo, and it's okay to write your own crap. It's okay. Because you're not going to ruin a conversation because you give your opinion. You're not going to ruin a conversation, and you're not going to throw like all of this because you threw caution in the wind and you just said what you felt. Take the pressure off yourself. It's not about what you say. It's not about how you say it. It's just the fact that how many times you say it. You just got to keep going, and you got to keep talking, and you got to keep reaching people. The more people you talk to, the more people you sign. It's simple. Like, it's annoying and it's simple. But if you're not getting enrollments, if you feel stuck, if you want to promote, if you want to be a mass enroller, then you've got to talk to more people. If you don't consider yourself a mass enroller today, it's because you're not talking to enough people. And you've got to find more people. It's why it's so important to grow your network. It's why it's so important to do host to post. As host to post is literally like putting something out there in someone else's network, and then the people who want it, like, comment and come to you. Like, okay, like, that's simple. I ain't got to go do nothing. Like, that's easy, okay? So those are the things you need to be doing. You need to be growing your network. You need to be bringing in people because, guys, fresh fish jump first, okay? The fresh people you bring in, they're going to be the first people to comment on your stuff. They're going to be the first people to interact. They're going to be the first people to vote on your poll. They're going to be the first people to be like, yeah, I want that, okay? The people you have in your network have seen it. And guys, I know the struggle of being in for a little while and like maxing out. If you've maxed out your friends list, if you've hit 5,000, honey, you need to remove 1,000 to 2,000 friends and start over because your fish are not jumping. They are stale. They've been there a minute, and we got to bring some new life in. Those of you who are just growing your friends list, you got it easy, okay? But you got to be constantly bringing that new in, because the more new people you can get your information, your story, your opportunity in front of, those are the people you're going to be drawing in. So my biggest takeaway for the night for you guys is to just take the pressure off yourself. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to have the perfect 6 list. You don't have to have the bombest scripts. There is nothing that you have to be successful. You don't have to have 4 months in so you know that you've read the whole comp plan and know everything about every product. There is no requirement to be successful. There is nothing, okay? I want you guys to take that in. There's nothing that you have to be successful. You just have to be you, and you have to accept you, and you have to show you. You got to get out there. You got to put yourself in front of people, and you got to do it anyway. You got to do it when you don't feel like it, because honey, you're not going to feel like it every day. But take that pressure off. Take the weight off of thinking you've got to be the next Stephanie Dunn, the next Sherry Lynn, the next who the freak ever. Because that's not the case. You got to be the next you. Because there's no one else who can be better than you than you. You don't got to look left and you don't got to look right. I don't care if you joined the same day as someone else and they went Ruby the next day. That doesn't mean they're better than you. That means they're different than you. That means their journey looks different. But you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they're going to face down the road. Don't look left and right. Don't look anywhere. Look at you and look at the you were yesterday. Be better than her. Be better than him. Be better than that person each day. Grow. Grow your mind. Do personal development. Grow your business. Do business development. Watch training. Show up on Zooms. Do the daily things again and again and again. Just do it and continually push forward every day. The only way to fail at this business, the only way to not be successful is to quit and to give up on yourself. That's it. Because guys, like realistically, if you constantly do the daily steps, you're constantly doing the thing, like there's no physical way for you not to eventually be successful. Please tell me another business that in 8 years would pay you $33,000 a month. If you promoted once a year for 8 years, you're going to make $33,000 a month on average. That's the average ambassador. That's per year. That means it takes you a year to go Ruby. It takes you a year to get 3 distributors and 2,000 in volume. It takes you a year. And you know what? That year sucks. It's hard. It's hard working and not seeing that result. But if you can catch that vision, you can catch that big picture, you can envision yourself 8 years from now. 8 years, guys, is not a long time. It's really not. And all that can come from that, the legacy that you can leave for your kids, for your family, for you. You can change everything in just 8 years. That's all. And that's like if you promote it once a year. We all know that's not what you guys are doing, because everyone on here is a rock star and you're like triple, quadruple, a million promotions in a month. It's fine. But that's, you know, the long track. It's okay. Your business is going to have slow periods. You're going to have periods where you don't feel like you can do it, where you doubt yourself, where you feel like you're a one-hit wonder, where you lose rank or some life happens. But if you stay true to you, you stay true to the process, you're going to make it, and you're going to change your life in the process. I think that's all I got, Courtney, unless you have questions or anything else.
Holy crap. My goodness. I got so many messages that were like, oh my God, best guest ever. Oh my God, she's incredible. Oh my God. So you guys, if you took anything from that, put either like an amen in the comments or a 1 or like whatever it was that you took. You guys, my mind is blown, because I know so many of you, when she was like, oh, I got 400 to 700 host posts every day, I know 99% of you were like, I ain't got time for that. But when she said, okay, 10 host posts a day is 300, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Stop looking at these big, massive goals like there's no way, and break it down. You guys, I love that she straight up was like, homegirl, there's no secret sauce. Because I tell people that all the time. The secret sauce is the daily action. It is doing the same thing every single day, whether you wake up and want to punch yourself in the face because you don't want to send another dang message. You do it anyway. And that is going to give you that freedom. And if you think that for the first week, you're like, I'm putting so much effort in and I don't see any money, whatever. I promise you, once you hit diamond, double, triple, you'll be seeing that money. I promise. But if you give up now, or you give up then, you'll never get there and someone else will see that money. So don't cut yourself off. Don't cut yourself off from the greatness that you were destined to be. Every single person on here, I don't care who you are, I don't care if today is your first day, you can be an ambassador diamond a year from now. It's been done before, it'll be done again. I tell my team all the time, if your goal is ruby, emerald, diamond this month, there's gonna be someone that joins tomorrow that hits your goal this month. Why can't you? So you guys, I am so excited. I'm just like fired up, ready to go. So Mariah, thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight. This was incredible. And you guys, I will put this up on my YouTube channel tonight and I will share it in all the chats that I shared this in. So have a good night. Bye everyone.